Now, for this character, I'd totally be decking out his mask. But I don't have his mask on me. So, what shall we do with the drunken Isaac? Okay, anyways, this is the Purple Freddy Killer. Yes, I'm doing a history video on the Purple Freddy Killer. Now, to be honest here, the Purple Freddy Killer is a very interesting type of character, which he wasn't actually really created by me. He was more or less created by Jaden. And, well, he eventually went on to become one of the most used characters in this history video. Garbage and Recycle mainly didn't appear that often. Same goes for Biznick. Same goes for Freddy Fazbear. He did appear a lot, but he has a long hiatus. The Goons have appeared very slim, and Biznick Chinook probably has the most least appearances. But for Purple Freddy Killer, he's the most character. Wait, what? He has the most appearances on this series, ranging way back when, probably like in 2017, when the first Purple Freddy Killer video was made. Now, I'd totally be, wearing the mask right now, but I don't have it with me, because I wasn't planning on making these videos on the weekend, but I realized I'm doing literally nothing, so yeah. But anyways, back to the topic. So let's begin. This is the history of the Purple Freddy Killer. Now, the Purple Freddy Killer came up with... Now, the Purple Freddy Killer originally was a Halloween costume. For 1 year, I was Shadow Freddy for Halloween from Friday to Freddy's. As you can tell with the Purple Freddy Killer costume, the mask mainly, you can see that the ear, like there's still 2 ears, and Shadow Freddy has 1 ear, but I don't know, man, it's an unwithered. But anyways, I wore the costume. It was mainly a big like purple pants, a big purple sweater, the dark blue, a lighter purple sweater sewn on to look like the stomach, and a bow tie. I also had purple gloves, but I don't know where they are. I still have the costume to this day. It still fits me. But on Halloween night, I discovered, like, a sickness in my stomach. Now, before you all complain about me for eating too much candy, keep this in mind, people. I do not eat my candy when I go trick-or-treating on Halloween. I just think it's a big waste of time. And besides, you'll have more candy. So, yeah, I did not eat a single piece of candy when I go trick-or-treating. I do it after I'm done with it. So, I have no idea what happened in my stomach that just made me go, screw you, go back to your house. But, yeah. Eventually, the mask could chime and this hang on the nail on the wall for quite some time, until Jaden saw the mask. And eventually he thought of the idea of making a horror character, and, well, he thought of the name, or I don't know if I thought of the name, but one of us thought of the name, and eventually, after a few minutes, the Purple Freddy Killer video was born. Now, yeah, the Purple Freddy Killer video was born. Now, the original Purple Freddy Killer video, I said time and time again, is a mediocre video. But, we might as well. Here's the grand appearance of the first appearance of the PFK. So, yeah, that was the first ever appearance of the Purple Freddy Killer in the PFK in one of my videos. Now, yeah, it's pretty okay appearance. To be in mind, if you took out me talking like a 5-year-old, I think it actually was a pretty cool appearance. It's kind of like one of those old horror movies. You see, a murderer walking slowly down a hallway, and then they just jerk their head to look straight at their victims. I think that's actually a pretty cool idea, but where is he? I'm gonna pound him with this golf club. Yeah, that just sounds stupid. But what was I thinking? I look cross-eyed, but, anyways, so the Purple Freddy Killer, eventually, we got a sequel, actually, right after the original one. So, in the original video, I gave Jaden a poison mushroom to think of murderous thoughts, and then Jaden becomes the Purple Freddy Killer in the sequel. But wait a minute. What? Poison mushroom that gives you murderous thoughts. There is no mushroom or drug out there that makes you think of murderous thoughts. Second, he's not becoming the Purple Freddy Killer. He's thinking of murderous thoughts. So eventually, the revenge, or as Jaden and I kind of like to call, the revenge of the Purple Freddy Killer, eventually was born. Now, to be honest here, this video was garbage. This video was complete trash. Probably one of the worst videos. I did put it in my top 5 worst Isaac Cook videos of all time. Due to it being a lazy pile of trash. Now, this was mainly due to the fact that me and Jaden, we had a lot of problems with the video camera, and we had to rehearse this a lot. And as you can tell with the sequel, if any of you watched it, it's much more stupider than the original. And that's because me and Jaden had a big view. I wanted the series to be goofy, and he wanted the series to be more serious. So we were mainly thinking of like it being goofy, like a modern horror movie. That's what Jaden described it, and his interpretation was more like the classic movie. So the modern would be like The Nun or the 2018 Slender Man film or the It remake. While classic would be like Alien or Friday the 13th or Nightmare on Elm Street. But I mainly know when I think about it, debating the fact I wanted to be funny or I wanted to be serious. It's kind of like the debate of the Sonic cartoon, because we had 2 Sonic cartoons, The Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog and Sonic Sat AM. One's silly and stupid, while the other is more serious. It's like me wanting it to be, it's like me being like, I want PFK to be like The Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. No, I want PFK to be more like Sonic Sat AM. It's the same, it's the same argument, basically. First visiting Schnook reminded me of Free Fazbear, and now this debate of PFK being serious or funny is now coming back to Sonic. What a small world we live in. But anyways, eventually after the sequel, the completely garbage sequel, I was not planning on making more sequels to the PFK. Eventually, the PFK sadly went into a downfall. A full-blown downfall. Now, the reason why was because eventually Jaden didn't really, care. Well, I'm assuming he did care for the character, but obviously he wasn't, around me forever. So I kind of had the whole thing with the character, so I decided just to make him a goofy. This was the first we got is the beginning era with the Purple Freddy Killer 1 and the Revenge. Next is the joke era, like 5,000 air quotes. The first video with this is the Purple Freddy Killer watches Remember Me. Now, Remember Me was a video kind of like a spin-off thing from like the second movie where Jaden was a brown Freddy Killer. And for some reason that Freddy mask looked even worse than mine. And I don't know, he had like nail polish on him, which was supposed to be blood. I don't know, man. But this video, actually, it had a really cool concept to it. Purple Freddy Killer watching a video, but as you can see, it failed miserably. You know why? You know why it failed miserably. It wasn't funny. And also, it's complete trash. Your no matter what puts a plunger, you say, it's me, like this, it's me. And, to be honest, also the ending is really pathetic. I never imagined in a million years the Purple Freddy Killer being like this video and comment it and subscribe. Like, I can understand if I was doing that, okay, that makes complete sense, but the Purple Freddy Killer, no. There was also, these weird behind-the-scenes videos I did. These were filmed actually right after the sequel, and mainly the second part's kind of trash. These, behind-the-scenes videos are kind of weird, but anyways, actually, here's the introduction. This was probably one of Jaden's cringiest moments. Ha 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 ha! Take that, okay. I'm such a jerk. Why do I still have you as my friend? Because I'm such a jackass to you. But anyways, next up was, the Purple Freddy Killer versus Freddy Fazbear. Now, actually, this was where I got the shot of Purple Freddy Killer, because it was, like, the only good shot I got of him. But, in the, video. But, anyways, that's probably gonna be the same shot for the thumbnail. But anyways, this video, I guess was trying to be more serious, but it was the Purple Freddy.
I guess not.
You're not the mask, Purple Freddy Killer, but PFK. But anyways, the video was very lackluster in my opinion. It didn't really have anything funny in it, and it was mainly just me just skulking around. Next was the video, is he coming back? Now this video was basically just like oh, he's coming back. PFK is coming back. But to be honest with you, well, guess what? He didn't come back. He didn't come back in the slightest. He didn't come back at all. He had another hiatus for a while, and that was mainly the final, I guess, like, joke era of the Purple Freddy Killer. But it wasn't until the PFK, the final chapter. This one was definitely a very interesting one due to the fact that it was one of the videos with the horizontal vertical camera, where this was mainly a problem with some of my videos back in the day. I made a quote-unquote rant about it, but it was complete trash. Like, next time, mate, don't play Smash Brothers when you're making a video at the same time, or else you're gonna get distracted and just play the game. Okay, so anyways, basically the problem was, the video would be horizontal, but it would register it as vertical. So yeah, that was a massive problem, but it was a simple Purple Freddy Killer and Jaden brawl. Or is it? Oh, see, here we go. Here's one of the best parts of the video right here. What does he even throw at me? What does he even throw? Yeah, some of the fighting in that video was definitely very weird. As you can tell in future videos, the fighting got a lot better between me and Jaden. Obviously, when I say fighting, I don't mean we're friends, okay? We don't actually beat each other up, and if we do, it's probably an accident. So, if we do hurt each other, it's going to be an accident. So, anyways, so yeah, that's it ends off with the Purple Freddy Killer, giving up his job. Basically, he quits being the Purple Freddy Killer because he wasted his life trying to kill Jaden, or JD, as I call him in the video, and he decides to just get a job at Chuck E. Cheese. See?
I know to be a Chuck E. Cheese worker.
But then Jaden had to do this. Just wait for it. Just wait. It'll get there eventually. Jaden, can you please pop out now, please? For the love of God, please just pop. Thank you.
It's not over until I say it's over.
As you can tell, Jaden teased a fourth part. Now, my original intention was to have the series end at Chapter 3. I was originally planning on going there and hitting the stop button eventually, but Jaden just had to get up and say that. You just had to. But then again, he did a pretty good job, because eventually we made Part 4. Right after these.
After the Purple Freddy Killer.
These were known as the Purple Tapes. So these were things we were planning on making, where it would show why the Purple Freddy Killer is the Purple Freddy Killer, and what happened. And, you know, what happened to him. This was basically an extension. The Purple Tape 1, kind of, you could really just call it the Purple Tape, because we didn't make any other ones, aside from one more, but that was mainly a joke one. The joke one was basically just me looking at FNAF fanfics and then like, I want to kill everyone. But anyways, and funny enough, actually, in the Purple Tape, it states that Jaden's transformation to Purple Freddy Killer happened from when it happened 2 days ago to a year. And funny enough, in The Revenge of the Purple Freddy Killer, it states that his full-blown transformation happened in 1 year. So, what a coincidence. So anyways, after that, the Purple Freddy Killer eventually went into a hiatus. He never really appeared in any other videos again until this video. The final chapter of the PFK.
Go back in the house. Alright, well.
The final chapter of the PFK. That was a terrible preview. Here you go. Now, so as we can see here, the final chapter of the PFK is an interesting one. To be honest here. It was actually probably the second best PFK video, mainly due to the fact that it was taken more seriously now. Because Jaden realized that I turned the character into a complete other joke. So eventually he wanted it to be more serious again. And, well, we succeeded at that. The video is taken more seriously. And also, it's much more, it's better. Considering the fact that I now have a camera holder, my first ever camera holder. And also the fact that it also has alternative endings to it. These, in my opinion, were actually pretty cool. Now, I'm not going to show any of them because I want you to actually see them for yourself. But the alternative endings was we got the good ending, the bad ending, the double death ending, and the looting ending. Now, I mainly wanted to improvise this. The good ending is the canon ending. The other three are unofficial, non-canon endings. Now, the good ending happens where I killed Jaden, and I get a job at Freddy's, because I legally changed my name to Jeremy Fitzgerald after I got a job at Chuck E. Cheese. So yes, Jeremy Fitzgerald is going through all of that bullcrap until he got hired by Freddy's, and then he had to suffer through it more with animatronics. And then he got his frontal lobe taken off. Wow. He's basically like a night guard equivalent to Frank Grimes from The Simpsons. But, anyways, moving on from that. The good ending, I kill Jaden, and the Purple Freddy Killer is now dead. The bad ending happens where Jaden kills me, and then apparently the quote-unquote cycle continues, because apparently Purple Freddy Killer's a cycle. The double death ending is where we both die, of course. Now, actually, I originally intended the double death ending to actually be me and Jaden both choking each other to death. So, it's funny enough, because in the good ending, I choke Jaden to death, and the bad ending, he chokes me to death. And I thought it would be kind of funny for both of us to choke each other to death. But, no. So, I killed Jaden with a pickaxe, and then I died because I wasn't allowed to wear the mask. But wait, whoa, Mr. JD. I have a question for you. How come you're saying that I couldn't wear the mask again when you became the Purple Freddy Killer, but in the Purple Freddy Killer Chapter 3, I wear the mask, and I'm completely fine? Explain that one. Okay, whatever. In the Looney ending, it was obviously the joke ending where Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck come and kill us. It literally starts off with, I want my cheese, fat boy. No, you will not get your cheese. Okay, so, anyways, you'll never get his cheese. I ate it all. I ate all your cheese. Okay, so anyways, okay, so moving on is actually, surprisingly, this one actually does have a little bit of history to itself. Look at this. This is hilarious looking. You got Jaden's weird expression and then me doing the okay sign. So, yeah. Okay, I'm so stupid. I'm so sorry, this video is so stupid. But, okay, so eventually, this video happens. Which is probably really well known. This one is the Purple Freddy Killer remake. Or, technically, yeah, it is a remake. Well, technically, you can't really count it as a remake. It's more, actually, of a reboot. Now, I mainly call this one a remaster, but you can't really call it that, actually. A remaster is mainly enhancing the game's graphics, but keeping the game the same. A remade is just working the game off the ground up. Here on up. It still is like the same mechanics and stuff, but it's working off ground up. And a reboot is still having the same idea, but completely altering everything. And in my opinion, the Purple Freddy Killer remake is a reboot. Everything has changed. Now, the history behind it was, I showed Jaden something I wanted to do. I remastered 2 videos of mine, top 5 worst Isaac Cook and Jaden videos, and the FNAF short, where Freddy has a shard and everyone's fighting over it, and then the first appearance of Costa Rica per Vida. And, anyways, with this one, so Jaden thought of a cool idea to remaster the original free. And to be honest, it is actually a kind of cool idea. And eventually we did it. And to be honest, it was pretty good, actually. I already know I did a promotion video, but I don't want to, spoil it for all of you. So you can go watch it yourself, actually. That's screwed. Who's going to watch it? Watch it. Okay, so the Purple Freddy Killer remaster does a lot better job at capturing the idea of it being more of a parody of a horror flick. This one is mainly more of like it's a reboot of Purple Freddy Killer 1, 2, 3. And obviously the second one is way better. Of course it is. And all of them are actually pretty well thought out and pretty good. So, yeah, that's all the appearances of Purple Freddy Killer. Well, he did also appear in the Super Crash, but he's the Isaac Cook one, where he appeared as a DLC character. But, that game is obviously fake, and that was just a crossover between all of my characters. I think he also appeared in one of those sub-party, the subscriber special videos, but I have no idea. So anyways, moving on, let's give some analysis. Isaac. Is PFK 4 a continuation for the original timeline or the remaster? It's for the remaster. Yes, it was originally planned to actually be the sequel to the original timeline, but you can't compare, so we're going to rip that off, slap it to the remaster. So, yeah. Now let's give a timeline. Now, because, oh god. Now, the fourth one was mainly the end of the Purple Freddy Killer, but Mr. JD has a different interpretation of when Purple Freddy Killer what's going to happen to the Purple Freddy Killer. So, let me put in a timeline. So we have 3 timelines here. The original, the remaster, and Jaden's alternative timeline. So, let's start with the original. The original version first starts with a man named Jaden just trying to visit his friend Isaac. Eventually, somehow, he has a mask on with a golf club. Also, fun fact, in the behind-the-scenes video, we stated that the Purple Freddy Killer's iconic weapon is a golf club. However, PFK only uses it twice. Once by me and once by Jaden. In the 2 videos, he has a golf club. In the watch reaction video, he uses a plunger. In the Freddy Fazbear, I don't even really know what he does in that one. Uses. In the 3rd one, he uses a king. And in the 4th one, Jaden and me really mainly uses our fist. And in the remaster, we use a mallet. And yeah, we use mallet. So anyways, back to the timeline here. Eventually, Mr. Purple PFK eventually chases Jaden around the house. Eventually, Jaden locks himself in a closet, but eventually he gets found. Gets murdered. Or knocked out. Eventually, Mr. PFK decides to give him a poison mushroom that makes him take a murderous thoughts. So then Jaden decides to wear the PFK mask and don the cloak. Eventually, the original PFK gets amnesia and eventually forgets what he done. And eventually becomes a vlogger douchebag. Why did I use that word? I am so sorry for any of you out there who are offended. But anyways, eventually Jaden chases PFK around the house. But eventually, PFK gets his memories back. And I think kills Jaden. But anyways, eventually, PFK sits down and relax. sees a video, threatening him, and trying to fight Freddy. Eventually, he poses everyone that he's going to come back. Then eventually, he fights Jaden once and for all in a big brawl. Eventually, the original PFK gives up and states that he's just going to go work at Chuck E. Cheese. And Jaden states it's not over until he says it's over. But he dies because, I don't know, he gets shocked or something, and then Isaac just worked at Chuck E. Cheese until he died. The end! Now the remaster. One day, a man named Isaac Hook found... Wait. Remaster timeline. I'm so sorry if I confuse it to you. One day, a man named Isaac Hook found a mask on a table behind a house. This house is not really known that much. It was known for making crazy witchcraft. It was actually owned by the house of William Afton. Eventually, he dons the Purple Freddy Killer mask. Eventually visits back to his house. While Jaden was there, he only knows one thing. For him to be the Purple Freddy Killer. So he chases around. Jaden may shot him a few times, but he got back at him. And eventually, he captures him. And then, he makes him wear the mask. You see, that's what I like more of the transition. Instead of a stupid poison mushroom, he shoves the mask in his face. That's a better idea. But eventually, after Isaac did that, he wanted to erase all his memories from that time. And eventually, Jaden comes to try to murder him. Luckily, Isaac rushes into the basement after a wild goose chase, and eventually punches him with a boxing glove. A fight ensues, but eventually, he shocks Jaden and stabs him. Eventually, he eats a job at Chuck E. Cheese. But Jaden stays. It's not over. Until he says it's over. And PFK4 happens. Isaac eventually got fired by his job at Chuck E. Cheese. However, his name was not Isaac anymore. His name was Jeremy Fitzgerald. He changed his name after the events of PFK3. But Jaden comes back for more vengeance. Eventually they fight. But Isaac comes out at top, accidentally killing him in the process for good. Eventually he gets a job at Freddy's. And eventually the PFK mask eventually disintegrates. Permanently dead. Now for Jaden's alternate timeline. And it's basically the same as remastered, but remade timeline, but basically, for some reason the mask transports to other dimensions, I think. And it goes into the Jaden and Philip's Diner universe. But that's more on his channel. He's planning on making, a series, if he ever finish it. And he is also planning on making bloopers for the remake, but, I don't know, like, his little sister deleted all the files, so he gotta, do it all over again. But, anyways, that, my friends, was a complete history of the Purple Freddy Killer. And you might be wondering, is the Purple Freddy Killer dead for good? No, not really. I'm not planning on... The character's not over. He may appear... He maybe appear in some other videos. Mainly more as just a joke or, whatever. He did actually, his latest appearance actually was in the video Origins, Biznick Schnook's latest appearance. And mainly, I really don't understand the cameo. Like, at all. I do not understand it. I thought it was a cool idea, but the cameo doesn't make any sense when you really think about it. Like, how is Jaden and me watching the Biznick Schnook and Interviewer video that they posted, and they shocked the Purple Freddy Killer, even though the Purple Freddy Killer is me or Jaden, and we were both there watching the video. How does that make any sense? But anyways, so yeah, that is the complete history of the Purple Freddy Killer. Thank you guys so much for watching, and yada yada, follow me on Facebook. And, Purple Freddy Killer did actually appear in one Facebook video, which was basically looking at their past, alternate universe selves, which is from the classic timeline. So that is a complete history of the Purple Freddy Killer. Next time, I'll take a look at someone who's friends with Biznick Schnook, and looks just like my friend. Yeah. Goodbye.